everybody that's here, the idea that it's like, oh, if you do X, then you automatically validate your idea. It's not, there's no such thing. There's no X. There's none.
Right.
There's
So,
no such thing. There's no definition of product market fit. There's no definition of validation. There's none.
right.
This is what kind of entrepreneurship is like you kind of take risk, right? So there's no amount of thing that you could like, I wish I could give you a test that was like, oh, if you can pass this test, you're going to be worth $1 billion. It doesn't exist,
Gotcha.
right? Even the companies that have like are worth $1 billion are not worth $1 billion forever, right? So there's no thing here, right?
Right.
And so if your question is around kind of like, hey, how do I know that I validated this thing you don't know? I've had products with millions of users, and I don't think they ever had product market fit.
Right. Okay.
And so I don't think there's like a way to kind of do this. Maybe just to be helpful for you, and we can kind of go to the next one. The thing that you want to look at, especially for somebody who's kind of has some products kind of going, are you growing quickly or not? This is separate from validation. I'm kind of in product market fit, guys. So like, okay, let me do a definition here. Validation for me is the stage that people are before they quit their job, and they're trying to kind of figure out if this idea is worth working on or not. So you're like gathering enough evidence such that, hey, it's worth it for me to quit my job and go work on this thing, right? So that's how I think about validation. That's my definition of validation. There's no uniformly kind of like agreed upon one. Product market fit is the thing after you kind of quit your job, where you're like, I have made the plunge. I'm trying to make this thing work now. Like, let's go. To me, product market fit, oftentimes people are looking at kind of like growth. And if I'm being kind of like more nuanced here, it's growth and retention together. If you have high growth and you have crappy retention, you're probably really good at getting people on your product, but your product doesn't help anybody. And if you have really high retention and really bad growth, it's like, okay, your product is useful for like a small number of people. Neither of those things are like particularly interested, at least for venture capital startups. There's lots of reasons why it's actually a pretty good business, right? So what you're looking for is high growth, high retention. And so in your stage, that's the thing that I would be looking at is like, are you growing 5 to 7% every week? And that's what we work with companies on the batch with. And for a frame of reference, 5 to 7% a week means if you grow 5% a week for a year, you have 12.6x your business. And if you grow 7% every week for a year, you will 33x your business. That's like roughly the kind of speed we're looking for. If you are very early stage, you should be growing actually faster than that. And if you're later stage, probably slower. If you can grow that quickly and your retention curves are like healthy, and I say healthy because retention curves are very different depending on the industry, then you're probably onto something.